Conservative new media viewers, JLin fans around the world, LA Lakers fans around the world. What's up? It's me, PFV, your muted NBA expert for the night, as I'm trying to be considerate of my neighbors and their little child. The Lakers lose 97-90 to the Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis, Tennessee. Lakers dropped to 16-45. Grizzlies improved to 44-17, which I believe is the third best record in the NBA. Now, what happened in the game? What happened was the Lakers actually had control of this game from the second quarter on, but then they lost that control in the fourth quarter when they were outscored by 11 points, and they just simply were out-executed by the Grizzlies. And that's not really a surprise, even though the Lakers certainly had a chance to win this game. But I'm not particularly disappointed. I thought the team played hard. I thought JLin played well, and we'll get to that in just a second. Let's go over statistics very quickly. Zach Randolph, 24 points, 13 rebounds. Marc Gasol, 18 points, 6 rebounds for the victors. Lakers were led by Jordan Clarkson's career-high 25 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Jordan really played an excellent game all around. He had a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. He shot 67% from the field. He played a terrific game. And because Jordan was so hot and was taking so many shots, I think that kind of pushed Jeremy back a little bit, but that's okay. That's all right. And I'll get to that in just a second. Wesley Johnson off the bench, 14 points, 5 rebounds. Wayne Ellington, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists as a starter. JLin, 4 points in 27 minutes. He shot 1 of 5 from the field, including 0 of 1 from three-point range, 2 of 2 free throws, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 0 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and Jeremy's plus-minus was a -7. Now, let me just say, this will probably be the only video I make about this game. Hopefully on Sunday I can kind of get back into my normal groove, but it's been a long week and a half or whatever, so this will probably be all I do on this game. Look, I know a lot of people. First of all, let me just say the Lakers overall played well in this game. I mentioned it before, but I'll just talk about their effort in total, and then I'll talk about Jeremy. They look like a legit team tonight, at least for most of the game. Memphis is an outstanding team, particularly on their own home court. They'll beat you up. They'll out-execute you. They'll just outwork you. And they can defend extremely well, which they showed at different points tonight. The Lakers had them for most of this game, or at least half of it. And they just kind of faltered a little bit down the stretch, but there's nothing really to hang your head about. The Grizzlies were favored by like 11 or 12 points in this game. The Lakers, I mean, they were much better than that. So I can't really be down on them. I thought they played well. It's a team with a lot of guys that aren't used to playing with one another. They don't have the most talent in the league. So, okay, they lost in Memphis. So do a whole bunch of other teams. So I like what I saw from the team. They only had 10 turnovers as a team, which is fantastic. They played well. They shot the 3 well. They did a lot of things well in this game. They really did. Now, turning to Jeremy, I know a whole bunch of people are not happy that are Lin fans. They think that Jordan Clarkson hogged the ball. They think that JLin should have taken more shots. They think maybe Jeremy was too passive, and so on and so forth. I'm here to tell you, this game is like a better version of the Portland game right before the All-Star break and the Utah game after the All-Star break. And what I mean by that is this was Linsanity Prime style, meaning go with the flow, don't force anything, play conservatively in terms of low risk, and just roll with it. the reason, and I mentioned this, the reason why Jeremy shot less was because other guys were shooting more and shooting well. Jordan Clarkson had 18 field goal attempts. Well, that's going to cut into some of Jeremy's field goal attempts. And when you know your teammate is hot, then you should take fewer shots. You can't just force shots, okay? And also, Jeremy was being defended extremely well in this game and very hard. Nick Calathis, Tony Allen, those two in particular, particularly Nick Calathis, were denying Jeremy the ball. What this means is when the player does not have the ball, you're guarding him as though he does have the ball so that he can't get the ball. And that shows you a great deal of respect. They don't want Jeremy to have the ball. They didn't want Jeremy to get the ball. Why? Because Jeremy was hurting them with the ball. He was making passes to Ed Davis for dunk, this type of a thing. The word is out right now on Jeremy. Teams are looking and saying, you know what, we need to slow Jeremy Lin down on the Lakers. And teams are focusing on him. After the Miami Heat game, I believe that Eric Spoelstra, the head coach, said that they were packing the paint to slow Jeremy down. We mentioned other things that Miami was doing, double teaming hard on pick and rolls against Jeremy. Packing the paint, what that means is the painted area, the area, the free throw line and the two lines that run perpendicular to it. That's the paint. When you pack the paint, that means you put defenders close to the paint. And the reason why you do that is so that it's more difficult for a person to dribble and drive to the basket for layups. And you will see this strategy employed against people that are very good at driving to the basket, like Jeremy, like LeBron James, like Dwayne Wade, these types of players. So it just shows even more respect for Jeremy. Well, tonight, Memphis, I don't know if they're one of the top defensive teams this year. They are usually right at the top. Yeah, but they certainly have the talent to be there, meaning even if they don't statistically have a top defense, they can be when they want to be. Tonight they played very good defense, and they really worked on Jeremy considerably. And so what you do when you're Jeremy in that situation, your teammate's hot, they're working hard, you spread the ball around against a very good defensive team, meaning you're probably going to have to make extra passes and things just to get a shot. You are being specially defended. They are working extra hard to defend you, keep the ball out of your hand. Then what you want to do is take what the defense is giving you. Okay, they're all focusing on you. Let somebody else beat them. You help make plays. And what Jeremy did tonight that was really smart was in the energy he would have spent on offense, he spent it on defense instead. Okay, I'm only going to take 5 shots. Well, guess what? I'm going to block 3 shots, and I'm going to get 2 steals, and on and on. Now, there were moments in this game where Jeremy had a little bit of trouble against Mike Conley and against the pick and rolls that they were running for Mike Conley. Overall, he played fantastic defense in this game. He worked really hard. Mike Conley, super quick, and they use picks for him, so it gets him extra space and extra thing. I thought that I'm extremely happy with the way Jeremy played in this game. This game, in terms of Jeremy's PER, will have very little negative effect. It might not have any negative effect. If it does, it'll be pretty slight. Like right now, Jeremy came into the game at 15.7. I mean, he's not going below 15.4 or 15.3 or maximum or something. It's just not, it won't impact him at all. The Linsanity Prime is, again, lower risk, less forcing, allowing your teammates to do a little bit more, kind of backing off a little bit. That doesn't mean you're passive. It means that when it's not your night or when it's not your moment in the game, you don't over-dribble. You don't try to make a pass you can't make. You don't try to make a move on the perimeter that you're not capable of making, and so on. Jeremy, within those structures, played outstanding tonight. He played perfectly tonight. What can you say about him? The only thing you can say is that he missed shots. So what? That's going to happen. He played very well overall. This is what I'm trying to tell people. You almost have to reset your parameters for like stats and stuff for Jeremy. There will be more nights like this, which is kind of the ceiling is a little lower, but the floor is also higher. This is still about a 15 PER night or so, as compared with a 10 PER night, because he had 4 turnovers and he went, 2 of 10 or something. So we want to, in my opinion, we want to learn to take nights like this as a good thing. Not every team can play defense like Memphis can, and not every team is going to show Jeremy as much attention as Memphis did tonight. I am not only am I okay with this game, I'm happy with this game for Jeremy Lin. 0 turnovers in 27 minutes. 3 assists, 0 turnovers. Excellent defense, 2 steals, 3 blocks. He worked hard. He played smart. Like I said, he's taking the volatility out of his game. And that is what is going to get him to the next level. And it is what is getting him to the next level right now. So this is the 9th consecutive game with a properly executed Linsanity Prime Mindset. And when he plays like this, when he plays the quote-unquote right way, there will be nights like this where it's kind of, and the stats don't look that hot, but although they still work out pretty well. And then there's going to be nights like the Brooklyn game or the Milwaukee game where he lights it up. But overall, the stats will look better. Overall, he'll be more consistent. That's what we're aiming for. And this was a successful execution of that strategy. And that's why I'm happy. Some nights he'll have more shots, some nights he'll have fewer. Doesn't matter. He had a real serious impact on this game. That's the reason why Byron put him in back at the end of the game. Byron was going for the win. It's like, well, I'd rather have Jeremy on the floor than have Wayne Ellington on the floor. I want 2 playmakers on the floor, or a primary playmaker in Jeremy and a secondary playmaker in Jordan, because I need guys to make plays if they take one of them away. I think he did that in the Miami game, didn't he? Had Jordan and Jeremy on the court at the same time at the end of the game. Like I said, I'm pleased. Not only okay, I'm pleased. I'm happy. Jeremy is showing the discipline and the maturity and the growth in his game that he said he wanted to do before and after the All-Star break. I want to go to the next level. This is the next level. This is the next level. And again, some nights it's going to look like this, and that's good. It's better that it looks like this than it looks like more turnovers and more poor shot attempts. Look, I'm not saying Jeremy should shoot 5 times every night. He shouldn't. Don't take shots that aren't good shots, and don't take shots that aren't good shots for you. Jeremy might not be able to execute a certain perimeter move that another player can execute, so don't take that shot. I also want to note, Jeremy had 2 perimeter moves in this game tonight that were freaking fantastic. The move where he faked Mike Conley in the air late in the game, and then Mike Conley fouled him, and then Mike Conley and the crowd were all upset. That was a gorgeous move. That was outstanding. And you definitely want in your repertoire as a perimeter player, as Jeremy is, you definitely want head fakes. and fakes. You want to draw fouls. That is a important skill. That move was fantastic. And then after that move, it was like the possession or two right after that move, he did another move on Mike Conley. He just dusted him with a crossover. And Mike Conley is one of the better defenders in the NBA at the point guard position. I'm talking like top 5. I think Mike Conley fell down on the move, and then Jeremy just missed a jump shot. That's part of the next step for him. And I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about in the years to come. Better shooting, better one-on-one perimeter moves. Those two things, primarily. He's working on them. They're getting there. But this is the playing style, the playing mindset, the way you read the game, as Brent Yen mentioned on Twitter tonight. That's the key next step, and he's getting it right now. And tonight was another example of it. So I love it. I couldn't be any happier. Like I said, look, sure, I want the team to win. It doesn't matter if they win or not. It doesn't matter. They're not playing for anything right now. They're not going to make the playoffs. So it's, okay, what's your draft position going to be, or how many ping pong balls are you going to get in the lottery drawing or whatever. So play well, play hard, play as a team, etc. The Lakers played like a team tonight. They're getting more cohesive. They're getting mentally stronger. They're getting better. And I got to give credit to them. Whoever you want to give it to, the team or Byron or whoever it is. They're playing better. And look, I think certainly, and I have to say this, I think it's easier for the team to play as a unit without Kobe around, because it's more of an equal footing for everybody else. It's not one guy and 11 other guys. Now everybody's on the same footing. And so you can have kind of more camaraderie and, just happiness or good feelings that way. So that is it. Thumbs up, thumbs down, your comments below. Thank you to Gary Chen of the Jeremy Only Lynn Garden fan club for the artwork you're looking at now. We'll have information for Gary's Facebook, so you can go and check him out there in the video description below the video player. Also information for highlights of this game, how you can come and join the Conservative Media Facebook group, and how you can come and follow us on Twitter, where we love to interact with people all the time. Once again, I am PFE Paula for the Real, the NBA expert. Thanks a lot for watching Conservative Media. We strive to be the #1 Jeremy Lin YouTube fan channel. A good game in Jeremy Lin's log for the season. Let's move on to the next game. And like I said, just keep playing this way. This is 9 straight games now. He's really getting it. It's solidifying in his mind. Everybody on the team, the coaching staff, they all know Jeremy's playing well. So that, there's more video to show him of what he's doing right. There's more positivity. He's getting more playing time. It's coming together now. I don't know what's going to happen in the summertime. I don't know where he's going to be. That doesn't matter right now. Just play your game now. Just try to, in these last 20 games or whatever, I just want Jeremy to try to play as many games of those 20 in the Linsanity Prime Mindset as he can. Right now, he's 9 for 9 in his last 9 games. If he can just get this pattern in his mind and just make it even harder and clearer for himself, he is going to be in fantastic shape heading into the off season and next season. Look, in the off season, what does he have to work on? He's learning more offenses. He's learning how to play in different systems, which he's been working at for a couple years now. He'll work on his shooting. He'll get himself into great shape, like he keeps himself in. He can work on the perimeter moves. That's about it. He doesn't, it's going to get easier and easier for him. There's going to be fewer and fewer skills he has to master. So I love where things are at for him, and I love where things are headed for him. So be positive. Like I said, this was a good outing for Jeremy. It was a real good outing. So we move on to the next game. And as I mentioned, that game will take place here in the United States on Sunday, March 8th, against the Dallas Mavericks. The game will take place in Los Angeles, California, and it will take place at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, which means 6:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Sunday, and it means it will take place at, I think, there's going to be a time change, so I believe it will be at 9:30 a.m. on Monday, March 9th in China, Taiwan, and the Philippines. I believe that's correct, either 9:30 or 10:30 a.m., but I believe it'll be 9:30 a.m. In the United States, the game will be broadcast on NBA TV. Okay, that's it for now. Like I said, I'm feeling great because Jeremy continues to show wisdom and discipline in his approach to the game. He is really turning the corner here to a whole new thing, a whole new player, a whole new level, and it is awesome. So let's just keep the good vibes going, and we will talk to you soon in the next game coming up in less than 48 hours. Till then, take care. Hope you're having a great night, a great day, wherever you are around the world when you watch this video.